I'm Zoe and this is a mirror, and today we're going to do a bit of a funky parting into some bunches. So just brushing her hair back first, make sure it's all neat. Here we go. And then we get my favourite piece of hair equipment. Okay, so now Amira has a fringe. Her parting is normally down here and her fringe is on this side. So what I'm going to do is take the edge and I'm going to go diagonally here like this so that her fringe is included in that. So that then you can make a choice as to whether you keep the fringe or you put the fringe back, but it's included in the parting. So you're going to part all the way diagonally across, nice and neat. Okay, and remember, just keep going with the partings. So add a little bit. So you see that's gone wonky. You just keep going and make it as straight as possible. The more time you take on this sort of stuff, the neater the whole hairstyle will look. So there we go, we've got her parting first. Okay, now what I'm going to do is a little bit further down, I'm now going to go the opposite way so that we've got a zigzag going on. There we go, we part that. That went quite nice actually. It was quite a good straight line, but we'll go through it one more time. There we go, just to neaten up, make sure it's really straight. There we go. So you can see now that you've got the start of a zigzag. Oh, here we go. And then we're going to go again down here. Start parting it. Oh. Here we go, nice and straight. Just neaten it up again. See, when you think it's straight, it's not always straight. There we go. And keep going until you are all the way down. So that one. There we go. That one wasn't very straight at all. Right, can you put your head forwards, Amira? Thank you. Just helps with how the hair drops. There we go. And then the last one, just a little one at the end, just to even it out so that you've got similar amounts of hair on each side. Okay, so once you've done one, you're then gonna, you're gonna tie one side up to keep it all in, just to keep it out of the way. Okay, so we're gonna do plaits into bunches here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue down this first parting. There we go. And then I'm going to go with this one and go the other way just to keep the sections nice and neat. Okay, so you can see that the line continues down from here. Sectioning it off.
Sorry, I itched my eye.
It's okay.
Pushed it out of the way.
And same thing again, we're going to get rid of this section of hair so that we've got the bit that we're working on separate and it doesn't get tied up with anything else. So we're now going to plait this section. So you can either do a French plait so that it's to the head, or you can just get the whole hair and just plait it from there like that and then go back into the plait. I'm going to do a Dutch plait just quickly. So first bit, so remember we've got the other tutorial showing how to do Dutch plaits. That's the one that goes under, so the plait sits on top of the head, so it's like an upside down French plait. So if you're not quite sure how to do a Dutch plait, check out the other tutorial. There we go, nice and neat. And then I continue the plait down. We're going to go all the way down because we want to tie it into the bunches at the bottom. So plait all the way down to the bottom. There we go. And then tie it off. Here we go. And then we undo this plait. Now, you've got a choice at this point. You can just do it nice and simple like that and just tie that into a bunch and add that plait in, okay? Or what you can do is you can actually section off this part of the hair and do the same thing here so that you've got two plaits going into the bunch. It's entirely up to you. We're just going to do one for today. So make sure everything's nice and neat in the bunch. Make sure the hair is going in the right direction for the zigzags. So if you just want to come around this way. So you can see I'm coming from this down and then this zigzag down so that it's all going in the right direction. Okay, and then tie it just behind the ear. Just before you're ready to tie it, add the plait in and then it's nice and neat. And then we tie it off. And there we go, that's one side done. So now onto the second side. So, can you just sit round a little bit for me? Thank you.
Sorry.
That's okay. Okay, so you've got a bigger section of hair to work with here. So, follow the line. So you can see there's the parting. Neaten it all up. So you've got the parting going through. There we go. And then, Mira, can you just hold that bit for me, please, while I tie off the rest of the hair? So now with this side, we can do exactly the same. We can do one plait, or you can mix it up. It depends if you like. I like things that are not necessarily symmetrical. Some people, like my son, does not approve of anything that isn't symmetrical. So yeah, so I would probably do 2 plaits just to annoy him. Mm-hmm. So, section off the hair. And we start with the plait. So, under. So obviously you've got a bigger section to start with here. Excuse me. Okay, so we're doing our Dutch plait on this side as well. And again, you don't have to, if you don't like the totally symmetrical, you could do a French plait this side, Dutch plait the other side. You can mix it up. You can do whatever you like. However, if you like it symmetrical, then do exactly the same. But it's free for you to use your interpretation. So there we go. Nice neat plait. And same thing, we're going to plait it all the way down. And you can see this is thicker because there's more hair in this section. So thicker plait. Sorry, am I pulling you?
Yeah.
Okay. Tie that off. Right, so like I said, you can now put that in a bunch and put that one back. Let's mess. So, now you don't want to do the whole section of the neck. Well, you could actually. The line isn't that deep actually. So section off there. It depends how your zigzags have gone. So if you've done really long, wide zigzags, you might not want to do the next section or matching the zigzag, in which case just take like halfway down the zigzag line. Now this one is not going to be as important to be super neat, so you don't have to actually spend a lot of time with the line of this one, because it's actually going to be covered when the hair goes down. But I'm going to try and neaten it a little bit, just so that we've got the same sort of amount of hair. You can see here at the end it's a bit messier. Okay, so that's about roughly, you can see how much less neat this is. But like I said, when the plait goes down, it's going to cover that, so it's not as important. So, Amira,
Yeah.
can you hold this while I section off the end bit? So again, tie this bit up. Sorry, I've got comb in my mouth. So that you don't get any bits from there. Thank you. Okay, now can you turn your head this way? Fabulous. So the plait, rest it over there. And same thing, section off. Now this is going to be even wider because obviously you've got a wider start point. Okay, so, and again, I'm doing all of them as Dutch plaits, but you can mix and match how you want. So, gather it in, under. Try and keep it as tight as you can without hurting them. Gather up all the bits so you've got the last bit going in. Oh, just messed that up. There we go. And again, plait to the end. And this is even thicker than the other one because there's more hair in this one. Okay, and tie it off. Also, I've used different colours, so it's slightly wacky with the hairbands as well. So again, you can use different colours or you can use the same sort of colour palette. Entirely up to you. Whites and blues, pinks and purples, whatever. I've used clear, blue, red, pink, everything. So now put the plaits over and we're gonna, oh, careful. And we're gonna do the same thing. Now you wanna try and get the bunch around the same sort of height as the other one, yeah? So, kind of try and measure that up before you add the plaits in. What colour haven't we had?
Yellow.
We haven't had, oh okay, yellow. Yeah. Tyler's OCD is going crazy. Okay, now, when you do it, you want to show both plaits off. So you want to push one to the side, you want to push one so that they're both kind of on display. Yeah, and then you tie the bunch up. So this one's a bit wacky because we've got more on one side, but you can play with what you want to do. So you can either do, if you come around here, so you can either do just one, and this could be a plain bunch, or you can do one here, and then into the bunches. You can do like I've done, 1, 2 and 2 on this side, or you can even plait this section as well, yeah? Or you can even do 3 plaits and then just tie them together in bunches. It's entirely up to you. The main thing is to keep the partings nice and neat. So we've got the zigzag, but it's nice and neat. Then the same thing goes for the fringe. If you want to leave the fringe out, then obviously you section off the fringe, put it, tie it up, and then start your plait. So then you would probably start your parting a little bit further back, so you've got a good section of hair. But yeah, so that's her hair done for today. And play around and we'll see what we can do next time. See you later.